We're here at Accountex North with Andrew Hubbard from Tolley's. Hi Andrew, nice to see you.
Hello, good to see you again, yeah.
So Andrew, you've been talking about making tax digital today. I think that your talk was entitled, Does It Matter? So, does it?
Yes, it does. You can hardly do a talk saying, does it matter, and then say, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does matter. I think the issue is that the change in the timetable and the delay in terms of income tax has thrown the focus onto VAT. And what I was trying to explain to people there is that the VAT is quite a big issue because of the record-keeping requirements, and I don't think people have really quite twigged that. So that was the main theme.
What are the challenges around sort of VAT record-keeping that perhaps some people haven't cottoned on to yet?
I think one of the problems is that clearly we are still in a state of some flux in terms of where it will end up with the regulations, but essentially people seem to have been taken by surprise that there is a requirement to have a digital record of every transaction for VAT purposes, and trying to work out what that actually does mean is quite a messy business. If you've got a sole trader that's making lots and lots of transactions, do you really have to have a record of each separate one? Can you do it on a spreadsheet? How does it fit into the software? So some big issues really of just trying to get people's heads around it.
And a question that's been asked on the site a lot, is it actually going to happen?
Yes, it will happen. It would not surprise me to find that there is further delay in the timetable, but it will happen, and it should happen. I find very few people who are against the principle. You only got to look around here and see the way that technology has revolutionised our industry, and I think people genuinely believe that a proper digital modern system of dealing with tax compliance along with accounting compliance is the right way to go, but it's not something that can be done overnight, and I think it's going to be what will see me out. But in 10 years time we'll come back here and people will be looking at how on earth did we cope in the old days, but it's a very long process, and I think the government has been right to respond to say that it can't be squeezed into a short time frame.
No, absolutely. And in terms of, we've obviously just had the self-assessment deadline. I think there was a sort of record number of people filing online. Is it a little bit frustrating that as it seems to be working, they're phasing it out, or is it just a sort of natural progression?
I think it should be a natural progression. I think the good bits of self-assessment online need to be transferred across into the new regime. I think that there's a bit of a disconnect between how the old system works and how the new system works, and that will take some time. But the thing about self-assessment is it's taken 20 years to get to where we are now from the very first tentative online filings, and we've had a lot of bumps down the way. You'll remember the years when people were saying, well, the whole system's crashed, etc., etc. Largely we're behind that now, and I think it works. And I think over the last couple of years I've seen less problems about clients leaving everything to the very last minute. I mean, clearly that still happens, but it has, I think now, clients are a bit more educated. And of course, if you say, well, is it going to need another 5-10 years to re-educate them into the new way? I think we will get there, but it's a slow process.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time today, Andrew.
Thank you very much.